Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel today, guys, as we are going to be looking into the all-important second leg encounter between Barça and Eintracht Frankfurt. The score, of course, right now is 1-1 on aggregate, and with no away goals, it leaves it all to play for in what should be a fiercely contested second leg, if it's anything at all like the first. We are going to be discussing exactly what we can expect from Xavi's team and also what needs to change from that first leg. It is all coming up. This is a big one. Let's do it! Because indeed, Barça will be hosting Eintracht Frankfurt in the second leg live from the Camp Nou on Thursday evening at 9 p.m. local time in the city of Barcelona. Xavi there has called upon the crowd to replicate the kind of atmosphere that we saw in Frankfurt in that first leg. As Xavi says, the stadium must be like a pressure cooker, and we will be hoping that this time around, Barça are the ones in the ascendancy, that Barça are the ones piling the pressure on our opponents, because I don't think there's any doubt at all that 1 week on from that first leg, we will have to improve. And of course, guys, we're all hoping that Barça are going to do good things and are going to be looking good in this game, and I do have another reason for that too, and that reason is today is indeed my birthday. So thank you guys for all of you who did know, who did wish me a happy birthday. I appreciate that. And if I had one birthday wish, it would be this: that on Thursday night, Barça don't only progress, Barça don't only get to the semi-finals here in a European competition, but I want to see us do it in some style. I want to see us here playing the kind of football that we've gotten used to under Xavi. The way we slice through teams, the way we've gone for the jugular, the way that we've scored more and more and more. And doing this match preview today on my birthday, Barça, if you're listening, let's make that possible. Because I think when you are looking back at that first leg, guys, obviously we had the very intimidating atmosphere in Frankfurt last Thursday. We also had a few complaints, of course, on the side of Barça about the pitch. There was plenty of different reasons being thrown around as to why Barça weren't really at it in that game. But I think what we have to say is Eintracht did play very, very well. From the very first whistle, they used that energy from the crowd to really go on the front foot, and that really set the tone of the match. They ended the game with more than double the amount of shots that we had. They played without fear, they had incredible energy, real hunger, and I don't think that's going to change. They are going to come into the second leg with the same spirit, with the same attitude, and we are going to have to be very much ready for that. Because I think when you are looking at stopping Eintracht, and particularly in the way that we can hurt them coming into this game, if we look back at that first leg, we all saw, of course, that Kostic was a real threat down that left-hand side. What Eintracht did appear to do was target the right-back area of Barça, given that we had Araujo playing out of position, but that may not be the case in this game, as we're going to come on to. But we did just allow Eintracht in that first half to, like I say, get on top of us, to really put the pressure on. They were so high. Those wide midfielders were getting forward, and we couldn't get out. They smothered us there. They made it a really uncomfortable game, and we couldn't actually gain any momentum. We couldn't actually get our foot on the ball and feel good and feel comfortable in the game because Eintracht was so advanced in the field. And I just think what we need to do now in this second leg is completely reverse that. We need to be the ones taking charge, putting the pressure on, because it's an entirely different game if those players, if those wide midfielders, Kostic, Knauff, if they're actually being asked, well, what's going on behind you? You've got to worry about what's happening in your own half as opposed to them getting forward and them hurting us in the attacking areas. We've got to make them look over their shoulder. We have to force Eintracht back and take authority in this game. And I do wonder, thinking about that first leg, how key that Ferran Torres goal is going to be. I think it was such an important time to score. I think it was such an important moment in the entire clash, because what that does there, what that goal does, is take away any advantage that Eintracht felt they had. Because as well as they played, as much as they raised their level, the fantastic match that they played in front of their own fans, they still came away from that game with nothing to protect. They are not coming here with a lead. They're not coming here something they can sit on and really feel confident and in control of the tie. Instead, it's us who actually come away from that first leg thinking, okay, we gotten away with one. We got out of there with a goal, with a draw, and now we're at home. We are coming into the second leg, whether it's against Eintracht Frankfurt, whether it's against any team in the world, we will fancy ourselves. We are Barça. we are on home soil, we will have the fans behind us, and of course, in the words of Xavi, the pitch will be perfect for what we want to do. But in terms of team news heading into this game, what we can absolutely guarantee in this second leg, different from the first, is that Xavi is going to go absolutely maximum strength. In the first leg, of course, we saw Frenkie de Jong and also Dembele start from the bench in that game. I wouldn't expect anything like that here. I think Xavi realises this is a game where we have to up our level, we've got to improve, and for that reason, we will see a very strong team. And the big news comes in the squad list, because as you can see right there, Serginho Dest, he is back. And that, for me, is massive. He is an absolutely crucial player, with or without Dani Alves, even more so given the fact that Dani Alves is not registered here. Having Dest back is absolutely crucial for us. Also, Memphis there, receiving the medical green light, and Piqué is in the squad, but he has not yet been declared fit. And in his press conference, Xavi did confirm that Piqué's participation will depend on the way that he's feeling before the game. He did say, look, he really wants to play. Piqué always wants to play in the big games. He's willing to push himself to make that possible. But he said if he's not 100% ready, if he doesn't feel 100% right, it's difficult for him to be involved. And just looking today at the training session, the day before the match, of course, here, Piqué did seem to be struggling a bit. He was clearly trying to force it. He was clearly trying to make himself available. But I do just wonder in the end if this game has come slightly too soon for our centre-back. And with that in mind, I am going to say, coming into this one, that Ter Stegen in goal, Jordi Alba along the back line, Serginho Dest, I do expect him to return at right back. And what a massive boost that will be. At centre-back, I don't think we'll risk Piqué. I don't think there's really any need to here. I think Garcia and Araujo, now Dest is back, playing those two at centre-back for me is going to be absolutely fine. Into midfield, and this is where it gets interesting, because you've got Busquets, I think he will definitely start. You've got Pedri, I think he will definitely start. But who's that third midfielder? Frenkie de Jong started at the weekend. He was taken off by Xavi. Xavi came on and played very, very well, linking up, of course, with Pedri for a goal in that game. So who is going to get the nod here? But right now, I would still lean towards Frenkie de Jong, that more senior player, who, to be fair to him, assisted for that all-important goal and made a big impact when he came on in the first leg. And then the front three, I don't think you change it. Again, we're sitting here, Dembele from the right, Aubameyang down the middle, and Ferran Torres from the left-hand side. That's the way I see it going. We're going to start strong, we're going to put all of our big guns out there, and we are going to set up to win this game. Progress from this tie, and this is a team that can do it. Now, in terms of predictions, guys, you are indeed very, very confident that Barça are going to get the job done. You believe that Barça can definitely progress to the next round, and if we are going to do that, we may well do it in some style. Plenty of people opting for a win by 2+ goals, and quite a few as well may be thinking that this could be a 3+ match. And you know what? Coming into this game, on my birthday, let's go for it. Let's say here and now that at the Camp Nou, under the lights, with the fans behind us, in an important second leg, Xavi ball's coming out. We are going to see some goals. We are going to see high intensity from this team. Barça 3, Eintracht 0. Let's see this team light it up again. So please, guys, do leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you make of the game that is to come? What are your predictions in terms of the scoreline and also the starting lineup ahead of this clash? Do you believe that we will make it to the Europa semi-finals? I will, of course, see you tomorrow with all of the reaction. Thank you indeed for watching. Thank you for all the wishes and for all of your support. I will be seeing you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.